Assalamu alaikum dear students. In this video lecture we will discuss conversion of raw data into statistical series, that is how raw data, also called unorganized or ungrouped data, is converted into organized statistical series. And this process, that is the process of conversion of raw data into statistical series, is known as seriation of data. Let's first understand what is raw data. A mass of data in its crude form is called raw data, or we can say it as ungrouped or unorganized data. So simply, data obtained in original form are called raw data. For example, marks obtained by 10 students in a class in an examination may be expressed as 25, 7, 35, 15, 40, 35, 20, 14, 39, and 18. Data presented in this form are raw data. These data are yet to be organized by the investigator. That is, the data are yet to be classified into different groups or classes with similarities. No meaningful conclusion is possible from this type of data. In order to get a meaningful conclusion from the raw data, an investigator has first to organize them, and to do so, he has to classify the same in the form of statistical series. What is statistical series? Students arranging of data in different classes according to a given order and sequence is called statistical series. So, statistical series is a systematic flow of data in a logical or specific order. Or we can say it is the arrangement of data in a certain systematic order. If the marks obtained by 10 students in a class, as given in the example above, are arranged according to their roll numbers or in the ascending or descending order, the data so arranged would be known as statistical series. Now, the types of statistical series. Dear students, statistical series are broadly classified into two major types. One is individual series, that is the series without frequencies. Another important type of statistical series is frequency series, that is the series with frequencies, with their respective frequencies. Students, frequency series are further classified into two types as discrete series, or we can say frequency array. Second one is frequency distribution or series with class intervals, or we can also say it continuous series or continuous frequency distribution. Let us first discuss the first type of statistical series, which is individual series. Students, individual series is a statistical series in which all the observations are listed out and all the observations have a frequency 1. That is, value of the variable occurs only one time. As such, essentially such series are displayed without the frequency column. In simple words, we can say that individual series are those series in which the items are listed singly, and such series are usually without frequencies. For example, a series given here, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10, it is an individual series. An individual series may be arranged either in ascending or descending order or in any other order as it would suit the desired analysis. In the ascending order, as we know, the smallest value is placed first, while in the descending order, the highest value is placed first. In the series given here above, data are arranged in ascending order. That is, the data starts from the lowest to the highest. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Dear students, organization of data in the form of individual series, it's a very simple form of presentation of data. But this method is not of much use when the number of items are very large. In that case, that is when the number of items are very large, investigator mostly uses the frequency series. So frequency series are that type of statistical series which are displayed along with the frequency column. That is, data are arranged in different classes along with their respective frequencies. Frequency series are further subcategorized into two types. One is discrete series or frequency array, and second one is frequency distribution or continuous frequency series. Students, before we discuss discrete series and frequency distribution, let us first understand the meaning of frequency and tally bars. Frequency: the number of times an item occurs or an item repeats itself in a statistical series is called a frequency. Students, in simple words, we can say that the number of times an event occurred in a study or in population is called frequency. For example, if 10 students have obtained 5 marks in a class test in economics subject, then 10 is the frequency of 5. That is, 5 repeats itself 10 times in the series. Now, tally bars. Tally marks or tally bars are frequencies or total numbers being measured for a specific category in a data set. In case of counting through tally bars, one vertical line is made for each of the first 4 numbers. The fifth number is represented by a diagonal line across the previous 4. That is, every time an item occurs, a tally bar, that is a vertical line, is marked against that item. Each tally bar signifies one occurrence of that item. Two tally bars would mean that the item has occurred twice in the series. After every 4 tallies, the fifth tally will cross out all the previous 4 tallies, thus marking a group of 5. This method of marking and counting is known as 4 and cross method. That is, the method of marking and counting with the help of tally bars is known as 4 and cross method. Now coming to the first type of frequency series, which is a discrete series. Students, discrete series is a statistical series in which all the observations are listed out along with their corresponding frequencies in the form of a table. All the observations may not have the same frequency. Thus, in the frequency series, there are different values of a variable given in a discontinuous manner along with their respective frequencies. And at least one of the values has a frequency of more than 1. In case of discrete series, there are no class intervals and a particular item in the series is numbered rather than measured with some range. Or simply, we can say that a series described by a discrete variable is called a discrete series. Now coming to the formation of discrete frequency series. Students, the formation of discrete frequency series is a very simple task. We just have to count the number of times a particular value is repeated, which is called the frequency of that class. In order to facilitate counting, Prepare a column of tallies. In other column, place all possible values of variable from the lowest to the highest. Then put tally bars opposite the particular value to which it relates. Finally, we count the number of bars and get frequencies. This process shall be clear with the help of an example given here. For example, if 20 students of class 11th have secured the following marks in economic subject, and the marks obtained by the students are 11, 12, 14, 11, 16, 11, 17, 16, 17, 14, 17, 18, 20, 14, 20, 17, 20, 17, 14, and 20. Now, if we have to form a discrete series out of this data, we will first note down the values from the lowest to the highest. That is, the values which are here 11 up to 20 are to be put in one column in ascending order, and in the other column the number of times each value has occurred in the series would be noted with the help of bars. After this, frequency would be found out. The data would thus emerge is given in the table here. Students, the table given here shows that 3 students secured 11 marks. Thus 3 is the frequency of 11, so 3 is written against it. 4 students have obtained 14 marks, which means 4 is the frequency of 14, so 4 is written against it. Likewise, 5 is written against 17, means 5 is the frequency of 17. That is, 5 students have secured 17 marks, and the like. In our next lecture, we will discuss another important type of frequency series, which is the frequency distribution, which we could not cover in this lecture. So we will discuss that in our another lecture. Thank you.